You know what makes your neighborhood your neighborhood? Or how do people live in places that are totally different from what you're used to? Well, today we're going to become junior geographers. We're going to grab our field guides and learn how to see the world with brand new eyes, one amazing place at a time.
Okay, so here's our mission if you choose to accept it. We're going to follow this path right here on the map. We'll kick things off in a desert village, then follow a winding river, and wrap it all up with a climb to a high mountain peak. But listen, this isn't just some trip. No, this is a quest to figure out how to really see a place, To understand what makes it tick, and then how to tell its story. All right, so before we take a single step on this journey, we've got to get on the same page about one really important idea, and that is, what is an environment anyway?
So what's the secret sauce of an environment? It's really a combo of three things. First, you've got the natural stuff all around you. Think weather, trees, the land itself. That's your surroundings. Then you've got the places we build, our houses, schools, and cities. And the third piece of the puzzle is how we adapt. That's just a fancy word for how we learn to live in those surroundings and with each other. Okay, one of the biggest skills for any geographer is being able to compare stuff. So just look at these two pictures for a second. On one side, you've got this bustling city, right? It's all about buildings, offices, traffic. And on the other, wide open countryside. We're talking fields, fresh air, the whole deal. A geographer's job is to look at these and go, okay, what's different here? What gives each of these places its own unique vibe?
All right, let's do this. Time to open up our field guide to the very first entry. We've made it to our first stop, the village. So here we are, smack in the middle of a desert. But wait, life is totally thriving here. How is that even possible? Well, the secret is the oasis. See that little patch of green? It's all thanks to water. And this is a perfect example of how people build their lives around nature. You can see it everywhere. The well they dug for water, the fields where they're growing crops, even the palm trees giving them food and shade. It's brilliant.
But, a place isn't just dirt and water. It's really all about the people. Take the market, for example. It's just buzzing with energy, right? Sellers have all this fresh food out, and the well is so much more than just a place to get water. It's basically the town's living room. It's the heart of the whole community, where everyone gathers, chats, and helps each other out.
So how do you go from just being a visitor to being a real observer? Well, it's all about using your senses. You don't just look at the market, you try the food. You don't just hear a bunch of noise, you actually listen to what people are saying, to their stories. It's about digging a little deeper to understand how people live. And honestly, it can all start with something as simple as a friendly smile.
Okay, time to pack up. We're saying goodbye to the desert sand and checking our map. Next stop, the cool, flowing waters of the river.
Whoa, and just like that, it's like we're in a whole new world. This is a riverbank. You can practically feel the soft ground and see that gentle stream moving between the trees. Every new place we visit adds new words to our geographer's toolkit. Words like riverbank, stream, and flow. Pretty cool.
And just like in the desert, people's lives here are totally shaped by the world around them. Let's take a look at the fisherman. His whole day follows the rhythm of the river. He wakes up super early, sails out on the water, throws his net, and then heads home to sell what he caught. It's not just a job, it's a whole life built around the water. And this is super important. A place isn't just about what people do, it's also about how it makes them feel. This river isn't just giving the fishermen food, it's giving people a sense of peace. It's calm, it's quiet. A really good geographer learns to notice not just the facts of a place, but the feelings, too. The whole vibe.
Okay, don't get too comfortable because our journey isn't over yet. For our final field note, we're leaving this peaceful river behind us and starting our climb way up into the high mountains.
And here we are. Welcome to the mountains. This place is all about going up, with steep climbs and totally different terrain. Just look around. You've got rocky paths, a thick forest way down below us, and that tent? Yeah, that's our home for the night. Our essential shelter.
Every new place has its own challenges, and that means we have to adapt. Up here it's cold, so we need warm clothes. The sun is super bright, so we need to protect our eyes. And the climb itself? It's tough. The note even says, "My knee hurts, but I keep going." That feeling, that determination, is just as much a part of this mountain as the rocks and the trees are.
We did it! Wow! We've been to a village, a river, and a mountain. Our field guide is packed with notes and observations. So, what now? Well, now comes the really fun part, learning how to share everything we've discovered.
And this is the big question every explorer has to answer. You've got all these notes, maybe some pictures, all these memories. How do you take all that stuff and turn it into a story that other people can actually understand and connect with?
Well, every great story needs a good foundation, and the easiest way to build that is with when and where words. Seriously, it's that simple. If you start by saying when something happened, in the afternoon or at night, and where it happened, inside the tent or near the stream, you immediately pull your audience into the moment. They can picture. And here's a super simple but really powerful recipe for putting it all together. You start with an introduction to set the scene. Then you use headings to create different chapters for your story. You fill those chapters with all the cool details you found. And finally, you wrap it all up with a good closing. Boom, done.
Okay, and when you're ready to share your adventure, here's your final to-do list. Speak clearly and politely. Make sure you explain what you learned. Keep it interesting. Show off your pictures and tell your stories. That is how you make your journey come alive for everybody else.
So, think about it. After everything we've seen, you are now an expert observer. For real. You know how to look at a place, see what makes it different, and, this is the most important part, you have all the tools you need to share your own story. The whole world is out there, just filled with amazing places, and every single one has a story just waiting for someone to tell it. So now, it's your turn to be the geographer. The only question left is, what are you going to discover first?